Good morning, guys. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you come across this video. So, quick one. I've been seeing the news in Nigeria concerning a certain military man who bared RIP due to fire, something related to fire. So, while people were speculating that his wife lit him up while he was sleeping, and blogs were carrying news that the wife was a monster, this, that. Blogs were saying a lot of things. They were castigating the woman, like saying all sort of things and all that. My spirit was telling me otherwise. Even when I did not know the real facts, normally, even when they used to do that to my own gender, I usually follow my spirit. I don't judge bash based on emotions. My spirit was telling, not because she's a woman, but my spirit was telling me, no, this is not the truth. This is not the complete side of the story. And I never followed bashing the woman. I followed others to bash the woman because I knew there was something more to it. So I kept making my investigation because I know that there are certain things that your ancestors or your spirit guides will never allow to happen to you. So 2 days ago, I got a real update from a direct source, and I got to discover that it was actually not the one that light the man up. It was a case of domestic V. So it was a case of domestic V, and not it wasn't the first time. It wasn't the first time this has been happening. It has been happening, and according to sources, she actually reported to the authorities where the husband belongs, but he was cautioned and it still continues. So on this certain day, they had an altercation. I think one of them was trying to move out, and then the man poured petrol and was threatening to say, "I'm going to lie to you, and everyone would buy PRIP, and we both go." So he poured the petrol. I think it was a threat in the fist of anger, but to show you the extent that domestic fee can go. While he was threatening, he mistakenly lit up the lighter and it caught something, and that was it. He was burned and was rushed to the hospital. Now, people who don't know the truth rushed and made allegations, and they arrested the wife. Why they arrested his wife? After thorough investigation, and that the husband, before he died, he cleared his wife and said she wasn't the one. So why they arrested her, they freed her afterwards because she was innocent of the charges. Now, blogs has already carried this woman as an M, someone that will unalive other person. So now this shows how people quickly jump to conclusion without even knowing the real truth behind a situation. Now, this is not the reason why I'm making this video. The reason I'm making this video is to tell you that there are bloodlines you don't just mess with. There are lineage you don't just mess with, because some of us, our ancestors are very, very aggressive. It took me to the year where I was kidnapped to 16 in Onitsha, Anambra State, Nigeria. And I know how they came in the form of a small boy who rescued me. And then I knew, coupled with other things that I've been seeing in my life, there are things that have passed that if someone else passes there, the person would have been unalived, or something was has even been mad or something. But my spirit guides has always been shielding me, protecting me. And it's what brought the awareness that I have something, people that were before me that are always shielding me from harm. This is not this is not myth. This is not superstition. It's the truth. So when you meet someone, before you try to harm them, try to know their bloodline. Try to know about your ancestors, their lineage, because some of us, our ancestors are very aggressive. They are very, very aggressive. They don't spare. If you cross us, you go. So that's the case. Their ancestors, that if you that evil you plan for their bloodline, it's you that walk directly into that. They will allow you to walk directly into that pit that you dug for their own bloodline. They will push you into it. So I keep telling people, know your ancestors, communicate with them, connect with them. It's not disrupting you from, you call on God first, because We before we came to this earth, we were somewhere else in the astral realm. We were somewhere else before you came to this 2D world. So you cannot tell me that if you die, see, yes, you would tell me it's appointed unto man once to die after the judgment. But I tell you, even till this day, my mom still gives me messages. They don't just go, they are always around. But the one supreme being is God Almighty, who is the center of our being, who is the divine source. But then our ancestors, once our parents, our grandparents, once they die, they become our ancestors and they are always around us. They are the spirit guides we're talking about. And because we carry their DNA, we carry messages and tasks that are to be fulfilled in their bloodline. If you're that person that they're so particular about, they cannot harm you. Instead of you to harm us, you will go for it. Yes, I've had people call me different name, blah 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 blah. If you say something, it comes to pass. It's not because I'm all of that. It's because of what I carry. It's because of my line. It's because of my ancestors. Because of my bloodline. So yes, before you hurt someone or think evil of someone, try to know their background very well so that you not hang yourself in the neck. And this brings me to, I know you guys have been seeing videos saying talking about putting a spell on your name. Yeah, it's very, very important because words are spells. And once you put a spell on your name, once they talk evil of you, you progress, you transmute it. If they call your name, just anyway, I will just explain that in my next video. But for today, I'm talking about how your bloodline or your ancestors will always deliver their bloodline. How your ancestors sometimes act in ways that you least expect. So those of you saying there are no ancestors, well, good for you. But all I say is this. We are co-creators and everything you believe works for you. If you see a stone today and say, this stone is my God, and all your family members and you reflect a large group of people to be worshiping that thing becomes a spirit. That thing becomes an egregore. All right. It began feeding from your energies and it materializes something real. So anything you as a human, because we are co-creators, anything as a human, you think, okay, you reference as your what would I say, as something you adore and you call it your God, it becomes a God. Because that energy you're feeling, that reference, is making it to become a being. That's an egregore. So I'm not really going through all into all that. But I'm here to state the fact. And if you don't believe it's okay. But one day you see the revelation, the evolution they are talking about, one day you get to know certainly you will get to know. And don't be surprised, that rapture is the evolution they are talking about because when everyone will get to realize that we have been deceived, we have been kept in an illusion, then everything will start making meaning. For now, bye. See ya some other time.